Hi everyone, this is Charandeep Kapoor. In this video, we'll be discussing about the differences between Delta Exchange in crypto and the National Stock Exchange in indices and stocks. So we'll be comparing them on various metrics. The first metric is trading hours. So NSE is open from 9:15 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and it is open for roughly 240 days or 250 days of the year, excluding Saturdays and Sundays, and also excluding public holidays, whereas Delta Exchange is open 24/7, 365 days of the week. It is never closed. One big advantage which this offers you is that there is no gap risk in Delta Exchange. So you are not carrying any sort of a weekend risk. For example, if you're carrying a position overnight on Friday, your position can open gap up or gap down by a maximum amount of 20% in Nifty. Whereas in Delta Exchange, your position will always be open and will be protected via a stop loss, which can be fixed to the amount of loss which you want, and it will not have more than that loss. In Nifty, uh, you cannot carry short options naked overnight without having to face the risk of an unlimited loss. For expiries, we have monthly and weekly expiries for indices in NSE, and for stocks, we have a monthly expiry. Whereas in Delta Exchange, we have a daily, weekly, and monthly expiry for both Ethereum and BTC. Now, let's talk about the minimum margin required for option selling. So, on NSE, let's check on Zerodha, which is the leading broker in NSE. So, to sell any option, I require roughly a 1 lakh rupees margin. Whereas on Delta Exchange, if I was to go and sell an option, so to sell one lot, so to sell one Ethereum option, if I sell it at 100x leverage, it will require me roughly $16, which I have written here. And similarly, if I was to sell this in Bitcoin, it would require me $250 approximately. Also, this is not the minimum trade size. So I can trade fractions of a Bitcoin. So I can even trade 0.001 Bitcoin, which can be traded with a margin of just 26 cents. So this is an advantage which a Delta Exchange offers you, that you do not require to put up a lot of margin upfront, and you can get started with as little as 10-15 rupees, but for a good amount you can get started with 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees. Talking of percentage premium of at the money straddle monthly, so just to compare what premiums are offered on Delta Exchange and on NSE, so we can go to Sensible and we can take a monthly short strangle to see the premiums offered. So here I've sold the 19800 call and put option, and the premium I have received is roughly 23,000 rupees, which on total margin of 1.04 lakhs is approximately around a 23% return in 1 month. So approximately we can say that the percentage premium of at the money straddle lies between 20 to 25%, whereas in Ethereum the I am going to get $100 for selling an at the money straddle monthly, and the margin required for this position will be around $160. So I'll be making $100 on $160. That is roughly a 62.5% premium. So we can see that Ethereum and Bitcoin both have a much higher percentage premium for at the money straddle, and since the at the money straddle is higher, the resulting strangles will also be higher. Talking about the maximum leverage in option selling. So for selling a naked option, for the notional size of 10 lakh in Nifty, you require 1 lakh rupees of margin, and if you were to sell a short straddle or a short strangle, you still require a 1 lakh margin for a notional size of 20 lakh, which is a 20x margin. So margin lies between 10x to 20x, whereas on Delta Exchange, the maximum leverage which you can take is 100x. So this was a comparison between the National Stock Exchange and Delta Exchange.